Let me speak to men here. Let me speak to heads of families here. Let me speak to fathers here. You answer father with mouth. My question is, what is God saying about your children? The last time you prayed for them, what is a witness you had in your heart? Parents, let me tell you, the tragedy of 21st century is to raise your children in blindness. The attacks these children are facing, nothing is safe. If you are confident enough to buy them a laptop or iPad or let them use a phone, be confident to deal with the prince of Persia, the prince of the air that comes with these gadgets that you give them. If you are confident enough to give them, and pastor, they say they must use internet with it because they use it in their school. I don't have a problem. If you are confident, who will cover them? Who will cover them in prayer? And you are not praying for them. Nobody is praying for them. And this is how you think, look at what you and I faced. Look at what you are facing. It's still in this digital space. What will it look like for them? You mean 1 week passed, even if it is by the phone, or even if it is by, you never said any seed that is not of God that could have gone into your heart. These children are impressionable. That's one prayer I pray all the time. That's one prayer I pray. Every seed that is not of the devil, or that is not of God, every seed that is of the devil that entered your heart, I command, let it be uprooted in the name of Jesus. And I will uproot it from I was speaking with my daughter the other day, and then she said to me, "Oh, Dad, I just want to let you know what's going on." I said, "What's going on?" He said, "Oh, we had a class where, on contraceptives on high." Jesus, I said, Jim, oh, what have I entered? We have class on contraceptive on this thing. And then she went to, I said, "Did you listen? What did they, you know how it is? Some of these things, they do your heart like, ooh, what are they? Like, yeah, I've been listening, and all of that." As she was telling me that, I was in my heart. He said, "But I felt like the pastor," I'm sorry if I say pastor, he said, "I felt like my teacher was a little too vulgar and all of that." I said, "That is my problem. That spirit of vulgarism and vulgarity and all of that, let all of that. Sir, bad things can come from good things." And because the whole, it is not easy. And then you're raising a child who is schooling abroad, and then you are trying to make sure that the right values are instilled and all of that. Let me tell you, there are children whose families, they don't care, they don't hear what you hear. They don't put their children in order. They expose their children to everything and all of that. You are not going to stand in class and stand in school and say, "Excuse me, this school, don't allow children who their parents don't raise them." They will be in the same class. You did the right stuff, but they themselves, they will bring their children and they'll be in there. They have the foulest of all languages. Sometimes you come back home and see your children say things they shouldn't be saying. And you're wondering, where did you learn this from? And you're telling me you're not praying for them. You're telling me you're not praying for them. Do you know that God saved you by whiskers? You were going the other way. God managed to save you by whiskers. And you don't want to support these people with prayer. You don't have a day you fast for them. Shame on you. You don't have a day you cover them in prayer. Shame on you. You don't have a season, a time when you declare over their lives. Shame on you. The Bible says, "Good man out of the treasures of his heart leaveth an inheritance for his children." And after all is said and done, hear me clearly, your children are all you have. And then you're not speaking life into, you want them to figure out life by themselves. What if they don't find Jesus as early as you did? Or you think because they can recite memory verses, because they are all less than 10 and they can recite memory verses, and then they stand here and do children's day, you think is enough? Am I talking to someone?